Woo! Pow! Are you guys ready for the knockout blow? Because today, Horror Vision 2020 is bringing you that kind of badassery. And we are super excited. Nay, we are stoked. We are exuberant and overwhelmed with joy to bring you the next guest because he is a legend in our eyes and he's going to be bringing us projects for years to come. And we are so excited to talk with him today. He knows every nook and cranny in the business, every piece of the puzzle on how to make a movie and do things. That's why people love working with him. And that is why he is so good at what he does. He has been nominated 3 times for the Emmy, with 1 Emmy win for his work on The Bay. Check out some of his movies. He has so many, I can't name them all, but Assault on HV2020, Minutes to Midnight, Mercenaries. He just finished a series that hopefully we get to see very soon in the near future called Fractured, post-apocalyptic. It sounds super fun. Can't wait for you guys to tune in to those pieces on all the projects and all the people that he has worked with over the years. It's incredible. I love it. We get a little gem at the end of this. His father, another legend in the industry, steps in. They are collaborating on something secretive up north. Up north where? We will not share that with you. But we get all of that today, and it is such an awesome interview. He is such a badass. And because we're going to throttle up past 100 miles an hour, and I want to keep what little hair on my head I have left, on goes my hat. And let's get into it with Chris Olen Ray. Woo! Yeah! It's too hot.
I was a PA on Camel Spiders. I think I was an AD with an order ski, but I didn't do much on that one. And then Gacy, it was one of the first films I did for the Asylum.
Oh, okay. That's cool. That's really cool. Yeah. So I don't know if you want this part of the interview, so I'm going to say it now. I saw your dad do stand-up.
Oh, awesome.
It was awesome. It was so fun.
He just walked out the door.
Oh, that's cool. No, but that's cool because I went up to him after and I gave him my card because I run Motor City Nightmares. And I asked,
yes, I've definitely heard of that.
Yeah, so I was asking if he could come out one year, and he's like, yeah.
Yeah. No, he's here with me now. He's just like I say, he's outside having a cigar.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah. Okay, hold on. I think he's coming up. There we go. So, all right. So how are you doing during this quarantine?
You know, the better now. It's almost over, and the whole idea of going back, the industry coming back is good. You know, that's a good sign.
Yeah, Friday.
Yeah, well, different states are already back. So
yeah, I know. I'm from Michigan, and they've been doing stuff already.
Yeah, in Utah,
they're crazy there. They're fucking crazy.
We do a lot of films in Utah, and they already opened up. So.
Oh, okay, that's good. That's good.
Mm.
Oh no. So I'm just gonna start, and then he can jump on later.
Sounds good.
All right. Oh no! Welcome, Christopher Ray to Horror Bitch. Christopher Olen Ray.
Actuality is Christopher Douglas Olen Ray.
Christopher. Okay, thank you very much. To Horror Vision 2020. So I would like to know how you got started in the business. I know it's family business, so I'd like to hear a bit about like it started with my boys a little bit.
You know, it's a little different because as a kid, I hated this business. And
my kids hated too.
Yeah, at about 19 years old, I decided I wanted to get away. So I went and joined the Navy. And I was gone for 7 years in the Navy. And then I went for work for the government for 6 years. So I was away from the industry for 13 years. I ended up being a photographer in the Navy.
Oh, that's
and then I got out of the Navy.
How Sweeney was in Vietnam.
I was a cameraman. And then I worked for a company called Nav Air. And I was a photographer as well there, shooting missile launches for different ships.
Oh, that's really cool.
So did that, and then I got laid off by Nav Air back when Obama did a bunch of the cutbacks, and I started working as a PA. And then all of a sudden, the Asylum called me and asked me if I wanted to come be a line producer. And, you know, the rest is history. I worked for them for 5 years, 6 years, probably made 40 or 50 movies for them. And
wow, holy crap, that many movies in that short a time?
It was back to back to back to back to back. I mean, literally, I think the time I was there, I didn't have a day off. I worked constantly.
Oh my gosh, that's cool. They're good company to work with.
Oh, it was a great learning experience. I was treated very well. So it worked out very well. You know.
Cool. What was your favorite movie you've done for them?
Well, it depends. As a producer or as a director?
Director.
Mercenaries.
Mercenaries. That's cool. Who's in that? I don't have.
That was Zoe Bell, Christina Lopez,
I
Cynthia Rothrock, Nicole Belderbeck, Bridget Nielsen, Tim
Oh
Abel.
my God! All of the tough chicks. I love it.
It's the female Expendables.
Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, going against Avi Lerner there might not be smart, but.
Well, they never got made. We did.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Did he have those in place?
Well, they were going to make the Expendables, and it just never happened.
Oh, okay. I see.
We did Mercs, and Mercs worked out very well.
Yeah, that's cool. I love it because, of course, female empowerment. And I love Zoe Bell.
She was amazing. She's amazing, sweetheart, and she loved doing the work.
Good, good. So this is Jim Lewis.
Hey, man, how we
What's
doing?
up, Chris? We've met once before.
Yes, you look familiar.
Casey House.
Oh yeah, so it was Fankhauser's film, and
Yeah, Anthony, yeah.
helping Fank. Yes, I remember you.
That's cool. Hopefully it wasn't a bad memory, right?
No,
Other
not
than
at all.
okay, so yesterday we were interviewing Larry Bones from Boneyard Effects because the day before I forgot to send the link. So it was my bad this time, his bad this time. So I'm just explaining that we're.
Dude, when I looked at everything, like, is quarantine something, I'm like, okay, so Chris on Thursday, Kaufman today. I'm just like, okay.
We're interviewing Lloyd
perfect.
Kaufman later because he's been to my show a couple times. So I'd love to have you guys come to my show. That'd be fun.
No, it was great. And like I said,
Oh, shit, my
I
phone's
can
up.
see my dad's around. I may have him stop by and wave, but he's around here somewhere.
Oh, like I'm the worst. Hold on a sec.
How have you been, man? You been good? You been hanging in there during this whole thing?
Yeah, dude, I'm staying busy. You know, the one biggest thing that hit me the hardest was I'm supposed to get married on Saturday, and we had to push it till next year.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's all right.
A lot of
We
my
were
friends
supposed to get
changed
married
their wedding dates, but like that sucks, yeah.
Well, my fiance, her family, a lot of them are from Israel, and so they wouldn't even be able to come in.
Couldn't
So
even
we
come in.
had to push it till next year.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah,
Well,
so,
maybe it'll be bigger and better. It's better than having to just do half of a wedding.
yeah, that's what we decided. It was better off just to wait one more year. We've been together for 5 years. One more year ain't gonna kill us.
It's not gonna hurt, right? That's cool. That's cool.
That's
So-
yeah. Like there's some people have done like Zoom weddings and stuff like that, and like that doesn't make any sense to me. So
No, dude. My aunt is supposed to come out and marry us, and she, you know, she's not well. So have her travel during all this or have her on Zoom just wouldn't be the same.
Yeah, not the
Yeah.
same. And it's not worth risking the travel either.
We're gonna wait.
Yeah.
Good.
Cool. So, what first projects did you start working on?
Well, as
When
a
you came back
kid,
from the Navy, when you came back from the Navy.
oh, from the Navy. I came back from the Navy. I did Reptosaurus with my father. I did
love
Megapanda. And then I started doing stuff with the Asylum. I did pickups for their Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, that's cool.
And then I came on one of the very first films I ever did with them was Gacy House.
Oh, that's
One
cool.
of the very first films I did for Asylum was Gacy. And then from that point on, they just kept me on board. I mean, I did Mega Python versus Gatoroid. I did the Mega Shark movies. I mean, it just keeps going. You know, like I said, about 50 films over in like a 5.5 year span.
That's awesome. In Michigan, I used to run this thing every Thursday for 12 years. It was called Fright Nights. And
Right.
we'd sneak and show some of those movies. So you had a big audience.
Some of those films were a blast to make, and you know,
Yeah.
and everyone talks about them. It's like, well, did you guys have fun watching them?
Yep.
That's the key. We
Yep.
we knew what we were making.
Yeah. If by chance you ever see any of my movies,
Yeah, exactly.
mine's the same thing.
Yeah, as long as you had fun watching it, we're not trying to win Academy Awards. We're trying
Right,
to have fun.
exactly.
Make them
Exactly.
enjoy it.
exactly.
That's exactly it. So, are you working with Asylum now?
You know, I haven't worked with Asylum for almost 5 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, three-headed shark attack was the last movie I did with them.
Did I see that on Monster Man? Did you do it?
Well, that's two-headed. That was
Two-headed, okay.
Yeah, that's the one I did for Monster Man, and then we did the sequel was 3-headed, and then there's been 2 more. There's been 5-headed and like 10-headed or something. I didn't do those.
No more Sharknadoes, so they have to do something, right?
Yeah, I mean this was 2-headed shark was right around the time they were doing Sharknado.
Oh wow! And who knew Sharknado would be what it is?
No, nobody knew, but we all ran away.
You were jumping off to do something on your own, right? You were gonna do another movie, right?
When?
Like after you left Asylum, you were gonna do.
Oh yeah, no. So we have our own company called Deinstitutionalized, which made, and it's you work for the asylum. When you leave asylum, it's what? You're deinstitutionalized. So, but no, we've done
like Banned from the Ranch, right?
Yeah, exactly.
We did Circus Kane, which was a horror film that we did. We did Minutes to Midnight. We did a film just recently called Assault on VA33. We just did House is Not a Home. And then we've got a couple more films in development. Soul Hunter. We've got Train 716 and one other thing in development right now. So
did you direct a Lifetime movie or something, or?
Scared Live, which was it was world premiere on Netflix. It was called Scared Live or Staged Killer.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah. Where you're at, that's awesome.
I'm also executive producer for a show called The Bay on Amazon, where I've won an Emmy and been nominated 3 times now.
That's awesome. That's cool.
Yeah, that's badass.
So people can find your work at deinstitutionalized.com?
So either deinstitutionalized.com or chrisolenray.com.
It's Olen. Okay, and also Instagram?
At Tiki Terrors.
Tiki Terrors. I like that, Tiki Terrors.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So that's my Instagram, that's my Twitter, and then Chris Olen Ray is my Facebook.
So how is it growing up with a dad in horror?
What
was that like?
Yeah, I realize. So he's known for horror, but in reality, he really did the best stuff in his old 80s action movies.
Oh,
Armed Response, Cyclone, Mob Boss.
Yeah, okay.
Those were some of his bigger films, but Scalps, Biohazard, the horror films seemed to make the biggest impact, which was
because horror fans are diehard. That's why.
Long lasting. I mean, Scalps was the one that was it's been banned almost all over the world for gore at the time. I mean,
I remember that. I worked at a video store, so I used to watch all of those movies. Didn't all of us work at video stores, right?
Yeah, I mean, Deep Space was another one. I mean, so his horror, even though he didn't make as many horror movies, it's the one aspect that's been the longest lasting for him.
Yeah. Big horror movies. I have
those fans are insane. I know that much.
I've been doing Motor City Nightmares for 12 years now. And it's an international film festival too. And it has never gone down in attendance. It only grows. And when Walking Dead hit, boom, it was like, boom, really big.
So it's funny because from a distribution standpoint, horror is the one taking the biggest hit right now.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know if it's a fan base or what, but you make a horror movie, unless you have huge names in it or you have a genre that somebody's really going to want, it's very horror for some reason right now is hard to sell.
Yeah, unless you want to sell for not so much, because I have friends at ITN and Vision Films, and it's it's tough.
The mentality of humans too, there's probably people are just sick of hearing about blood and guts and all that because the world is blood and guts. I don't know.
I love
guess.
I'm more of a monster person anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the horror films over the years, there's always been horror. That we're having a lack of it right now is disturbing because
I think it's going to kick right back up though.
Yeah, I mean, even in Netflix, I try to watch some of the newer horror films, and it's just hard to find.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I do the same thing. The closest was that psychological kid that's in a bubble.
That was great. Afterburner or something. What's it called? Something Burn.
Oh, is that with Elizabeth Banks?
It was about the kid. It was reverse. It was reverse. It was like Superman.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
great movie.
Right.
But the one
Right,
good
There you go.
thing,
There you go.
one good thing about all of this is right now my son works for Light Iron. He
Mhm.
does, digital intermediate stuff. And he said everyone needs so much content because so much time has been off.
Right.
So there's going to be like, AFM will probably be great this year if it's open,
No, and the thing, we did a series that we're done, and we're literally finishing up video effects. We have 8 episodes that we finished, and we're hoping to sell it now because
Oh, you will in a
right
second.
because of the situation, and it's a post-apocalyptic
Oh,
idea. So,
Sweet.
yeah, that'll work.
Hey, 3 days, man. 3 days. Supposedly. We'll see what LA County does.
that's
but
LA.
3 days.
Utah, where I've been making a lot of films, they're wide open.
Nice.
Yeah.
They don't have the cluster that we do here. They're further
No,
apart. All the
it's a little wacky out here, but
Are you
Yeah.
from Utah?
I'm from Michigan, man. Everything's open up in Michigan. Detroit's not open, but like my brother lives in Grand Rapids, which is like a pretty big city. Everything's
Like,
wide open.
Gun-toting people bringing the gun to the Capitol. So,
Hey, man, that's cool.
I'm just happy to be in the land of the liberals right now. So it's good.
They're all peaceful.
I know, we're just too mellow though, I think.
No, I know.
Yeah, yep. So what do you have that you're starting to do now? What you're working on?
So I'm producing a thriller right now. I've got, like I said, VA33 will be coming out soon. It has Sean Patrick Flannery, Mark Dacascos, Michael J. White, Max Adler, Rachel True. I'm missing a couple people, but it's an action film. It's basically it's Die Hard in a hospital.
Awesome. How is
That's
Sean
awesome.
to work with? I've had him at my show and everybody loved him.
Sean?
Yeah, was he great?
Amazing.
Yeah, he's in like amazing shape too. He was doing some like Aikido moves with some of our guys.
Oh man, we shot this in December in Buffalo, New York, and it was 20 degrees some days, and we were in an abandoned hospital with no heater, and him and Brittany Underwood and Weston Cage, Nicolas Cage's son. These guys were all troopers because we couldn't tell people that we had no heater or anything, so they're running around with no jackets on, and Brittany's got this like tank top on, and it's probably 20 degrees outside.
Yeah.
When you see it, it's great. It's a great film. It turned out really well, and
that's
cool.
Actually, I love Buffalo, New York, by the way, too. Like that town is so welcoming. I filmed at the train station there years ago.
Yeah, I've shot. We just did our 15th movie there.
Yeah, it's so amazing up there. Like I love like the downtown. Everybody's so nice. It's like one of the most fun towns to shoot in.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's cool. So, what do you have? What distributor are you going through for all these, or are they all different? You just sell
All different. Everything's different, and it depends on the buyer and who needs what at the time, and yeah, it's all different.
Okay, that's cool. Because I wasn't sure if you do it for just one. So you make the movies, then sell them.
Sometimes we go to another company and we say, hey, here's an idea. Do you think we could sell it? And they come back and say yes or no.
Okay, that's cool. That's really cool. What companies are you working with right now? Like any with like Epic? Because I know they bought Dread.
I also do production services. Basically, I'll make movies for other companies. So I do stuff for Hallmark and Lifetime and Ion and.
That's cool.
Done that. I was actually the first AD for the stunt unit on the Purge, the new Purge.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I ran the stunt unit for them.
How was that? What was that like?
It was fun. Doing low budget films the way we do. I've done upwards of $3 to $4 million, and that was 25 to 30 million.
Yeah.
You're concerned that you're not going to know what to do. Well, it turned out I actually knew more than everybody.
I know.
And as a first AD, I knew everyone's job.
Yeah.
And that was the key to it. Where I came on halfway through the film, and it took one day for the crew to trust me, which is unusual. But it was because I knew as a cameraman, I knew camera department. As line producing these small shows, I knew grip, I knew gun safety, I knew all these things. So it really worked out well.
Do you think part of that was growing up with your dad doing movies too?
That, and I think the military.
Military, yeah, you did work there.
Yeah, for sure.
I I have my sons, and when we didn't, like, our boom operator didn't show up, my 12-year-old had to do, you know what I mean? It's like, come on. So, you know, it's like working on the farm. You got to come do your part. You know?
It definitely takes a village to do it, but I mean, it's the knowledge base, though. When you're dealing with pros like that, you have to know what you're talking about.
Right.
And that's what I say. It took one day.
That's awesome.
After the first day, everyone just said, you know, where am I going? What am I doing? So, and anything in that movie that either went boom or gunfire, people falling down, I was the one doing it.
So who is the company with you? You and your fiance?
No, so right now it's I work a lot with Gerald Webb for Deinstitutionalized, and then I do production services by myself.
Okay.
And now I have a team that I bring with me for production services. It's a lot of time with that. It's Allison Gozer does a lot with me, and then a guy by the name of Dakota Hit. Trying to think, any other normal. Yeah, that's the normal team. And then when we shoot in Buffalo, we bring certain guys with us. And it just depends. But with Gerald, we do a lot of films together there. And then, like I said, also I travel a lot on my own. So
that's cool.
That Gerald he left Asylum too. Yep. I've talked to him over the years, and
they're both deinstitutionalized now.
Yeah, deinstitutionalized, baby.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, what is the name of the series that you just finished?
It's called Fracture. It was created by myself and written and created with Zach Ward, who you guys know from Christmas Story and some other things. And the cast for that film is, again, another great cast. But it's a post-apocalyptic. It's basically, it's almost, you remember the old Dungeons and Dragons cartoon where they kind of went into the ride and came out as a whole nother world?
Yep.
Well, this one, there's like a red mist that comes into the city, and these kids, college kids, all run into this cave, and they basically get knocked out from this mist and stuff. And then when they come back out, story-wise, you don't know exactly what happened. They walk back out, though, the entire world is different.
Oh, okay, that's
and
cool.
It's their adventure trying to get out or get back.
Well, let us know when it gets released.
That's awesome.
Another interview. We can do any kind of promotion and stuff.
Well, I mean, that one had it has Denise Richards in it. It has Carl Yoon. It has Diamond Dallas Page is in it. Christoph Andrews, Eric Nelson, Cody Segnu from Teen Wolf.
Yeah. Oh, I know Cody.
I love Teen Wolf. That's one of my nasty little.
Cody did that show with us, and then that also got me where I was working with Gregory, Martin, and Christos on The Bay.
Oh, so, that's cool. That's really
cool.
Yeah, I saw a movie called The Bay. It was something about.
No, yeah, this is an Amazon TV show. It's almost like it's a soap opera.
Oh, okay.
But
that's
for The
cool.
Bay.
Yeah.
I love that. That is so awesome. So, is there anything that you would like to promote?
And like I said, right now, VA23. Minutes to Midnight came out about a year ago, which is a horror film that we did. That one has Richard Grieco, Bill Burst, not Bill Burst. I get them all mixed up. William Baldwin. There's a few other people, man. Just keep making movies.
He's one of he's Alec Baldwin's brother, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because we worked with Daniel before.
Yes. No, William Baldwin.
Maybe 3 times for you.
For me, it felt like a lifetime. That's all I have to say.
Second Chance for Christmas is a Christmas movie that I did. It's about a female version of Scrooge.
That's the one I saw on the thing. Yes, that looks awesome.
Yeah, no, we did. It's a Second Chance for Christmas. That one's online now, and it's possibly going to be airing on Showtime in November.
Okay, cool.
Awesome.
So yeah, it's the female version of Scrooge.
Awesome. If you ever want to premiere any of your movies at our International Film Festival, let me know, because I do just screenings of stuff for fans.
Okay.
Come in, Q&A.
You like? No, I'm always down to support. I love what we do, and then we always try to give people a shot. So
and when you go and you meet the fans, it's just it's amazing. You know what I mean? It's just you just get all of this. You're like, this is the reason why I do it. You know.
Well, there's a few things, and Gerald is a good key behind this, and we really have tried before everything started happening over the last couple of weeks. Gerald has been a very big advocate on trying to get a very good mix of nationalities and with cast and crew, and we've been trying to do it from day one, even though he's not completely supported in that, depending on what company we work with, but we've tried to push it.
Yeah.
And so that's one of the things we do. And like I said, we're very supportive in the sense of trying to get more people. If somebody wants to get in the business, we try to take people in and get them going.
Yeah.
A guy by the name of Dakota Hitt, we got him when he was 18. He's now been with us for 3 or 4 years and made like 20 films with us. And
That's awesome.
you know, guy showed up, wanted to get in the business, and he just worked really hard to do it. So
Yeah. Hey, that's how I rooked Jim in. And from Michigan, he was a lead in a couple of my movies.
mhm.
And then he said, I'm going to LA. And then I met him out here 12 years later. So
Yeah, that's kind of a crazy journey. Yeah, I moved out here like 2007 or 8.
yeah, and that's when I started Motor City Nightmares back home. And then it's still going. It's been postponed. So to wait till next year, the governor says, no.
Nah, hey, LA County is gonna be tough, but like you can definitely shoot outside. I mean, you could do guerrilla style filmmaking here.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah, but
during
here in Utah,
coronavirus.
aren't
I'm
you?
saying like it's gonna be hard to get like bigger stuff done in LA County. I think for several more months.
Yeah, but
It's
I
gonna
think
be a different
cars
world
will trust
for a
you.
while, man. I think it's gonna be like this for another year or two.
Yeah, I agree with you.
You know,
In LA, we're trying to.
everywhere. I mean, because even though Utah's more wide open, and we're looking at doing stuff in the Utah area, we're looking at like a 10-man crew.
Yeah, right. It has to be small.
10-man crew with social distancing and making sure everyone's been tested.
Yep.
You can't require somebody to get tested, but you can ask. There's certain things that we're doing legally to try to protect everybody, and it's just it's
And if
crazy.
you don't want to be tested, don't have them on your set.
Well, to do a film, you're gonna have to
you
be
can't
tested.
do that.
Pardon?
Legally,
You're gonna have to be tested, like no matter what.
Legally?
No, you can't. You cannot make them be tested. You can request.
Oh, okay.
So if they say no, can you pick another person?
Legally, no.
Oh, so you gotta be So you're just really have to. The people that you know are the ones that you're gonna have to work with.
That right there is the key.
Exactly.
You go with people that they trust you and you trust them, and when you request that, they know it's for everyone's well-being.
Right.
But legally, you're not supposed to ask anybody if they've ever had it, if they think they have it. I mean, they're treating it like if somebody has a disease, you can't talk about it. And,
Right.
I feel like that's so dangerous too.
well, they don't want. I understand it. Okay, I'm a DGA member, so they don't want people to be discriminated against.
Right.
And so I completely understand what they're going for.
That for sure.
But when people agree to do this, you also open up the idea of everyone feels safe.
Yeah.
There's a safety thing to it, and like even when we're doing stuff coming up, we're looking at people that are quarantined, people who are not quarantined. And you're going to have to do something you've never had to do before. You have to keep them separated.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
And
then
you
makeup
have to do it in
artists, I
such a
heard
way
that
to where
makeup artists
people
can't do
don't
it.
feel weird and they don't feel like they're being treated differently. So it becomes a very complicated situation.
Yeah.
You
Wow.
know?
So it will take a couple of years to
Yes.
find.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's going to be a couple of years before they remove everything. And once everyone feels safe again and we go back to business as usual, I don't think it's going to be overnight. That's going to be a while.
Nope.
But the key is to that, you will be able to make a lot of product because you have your teams and everything. You'll be able to do that. So you'll be able to infuse, because we need stuff to watch, dude. So make
Well,
sense.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Well, they're saying like the studios are only gonna have like 10 to 15 people or something when they open up on
So
Friday.
they're going to be doing pods. And
Yeah.
they're going to be doing groups. I mean, some of the things I'm getting, because I'm a DGA member and PGA member, seeing a lot of the different ideas from IA, and my fiance is a union hairstylist. So I'm seeing all this stuff and what they're planning on doing. And it really is designed for the big budget movies. The independent films can't do what they're asking for. I mean, one of the things that we pinpoint for art department, they want to bring in this machine that you put the stuff through and it sterilizes every piece of gear.
Yeah.
But you can't, an
How could you
independent film
afford
can't
it as an
afford that.
independent? Yeah.
So what we've done is we bring stuff in and we have spray. We have a 70% alcohol with wipes and everything. We spray everything down, we wipe it down, and then we let it sit. Everyone's being tested. We're basically buying out a lodge. Every room here that we're going to be doing is buying out the lodge. Everyone's staying, and the idea is that we're basically
Quarantining
together.
yourselves. Yep.
And then all food and everything being supplied by the facility. So it really is, we're mainstreaming it and simplifying it. But again, when you go back to LA to do this, you can't. You're going to have to keep people, everyone a distance, and it's just going to be complicated.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow, that's amazing. So what was the movie that inspired you the most when you were getting started?
So for horror, the film that stuck with me, and it sounds funny now because it's a great film, but it's not as horror. Evil Dead 1, when the guy pulled the stick out of his leg and the blood started going, as a kid, I had to get up and leave.
Wow.
So as a kid, that sequence really messed with me. Nowadays I watch them going, why was that a problem for me? I don't know. And Creepshow.
Oh yes, I love that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you guys go and watch Mercenaries, it opens up with like a comic book.
Oh, just like I love that.
And the idea for it came to me from Creepshow. So
Yep.
That's really cool. Oh, that's cool.
That's awesome.
Well, then you're the second one, because so many people, the number one thing was Halloween for them.
Yeah.
So, and it's not for me because I'm a creature person. I like creatures.
well, and then my fiance, she's obsessed with Jason.
Oh, see, that's
Yeah.
love that.
But then when we first met, I have all the original horror creatures on my hand. I have the Wolfman, Frankenstein, Dracula, and then I have all of them. I'm missing Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Yeah, but you have Gilman. Yeah.
My fiance, when I met her, she had the women horror.
So that was meant to be.
Right. That's literally what started our conversation, and here we are 5 years later.
Right?
That's awesome.
That's
dude.
awesome. I know.
I love
Find that someday. I'm hoping, because it's not going to be found on Bumble.
We met on set.
Yeah.
And I was the producer, first AD, and she didn't know me as the producer. She knew me as the first AD. And then we started dating towards the end, and she got a check, and she realized the check was the same as the address she was going to. That's how she figured out.
It was you. But at least she started dating you before she knew.
That was the point.
Yeah.
And we never even talked about it. And then one day she comes over and she's like, "Why does my check have your address on it?"
And you're like, you passed.
Brilliant.
Awesome.
That's so awesome.
Well, thank you so much for your time. This has been great.
Not a problem. Any questions or anything else you guys have? I mean, we're definitely down.
I don't know what you guys talked about. I was late, so I'm not sure.
The only thing she asked was what I did, what got me back in the business, basically.
Yep.
Yeah, from the Navy. He was in the Navy and he was a photographer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you have any stories about that, I'm down.
I don't know.
No, I mean, here's what I can tell you. So I was a quartermaster. So I served on 2 different ships, and then I went to a place in Puerto Rico. I was a quartermaster, which deals with navigation. And it was before I decided to get back into any type of film or anything. We had been on deployment, and we got back, and I went to the movies. And at the movies, there was a group of Navy SEALs who had lost a friend or something on a mission. And while we were watching this movie, those same guys who were down and out for about an hour and a half to 2 hours, they were laughing their asses off and having a great time. And I watched that, and I decided right then and there that I wanted to have that effect. And so I literally went back to the ship, and I requested the photo books, the photo make books, and I did what they call star conversion, which is you have to get good evals. You have to do a bunch of work to get into this program. And I did it. And then my ship pushed me forward, and I ended up going to photo school in Maryland at a place called Dinfos. And then that got me back in the business, sort of. I went and did this for 3 more years, and then I went and worked for NavAir, and then I got back in the film business. But that was the turning point.
That's awesome. Yep. That's a great story. See?
Yeah, like, when I worked with you on Gacy House, your passion is actually pretty incredible. I'll never forget that. Me and you share the same birthday. That's
July 30th.
why I know. Like, July 30th, baby.
Woo! was me, you, Vivica Fox.
Ooh,
Oh, that was
Yep.
the other person for Mercenaries.
yeah, I love her.
And
Yeah, there you go, man.
We made friends.
But
And every year on July 30th, we both text each other, "Happy birthday!" So
That's awesome.
That's awesome, dude.
That's cool. No.
You might get a text from me this year.
No, dude.
2020's been weird. I might have a bunch of people just text you. I'm just going to throw your number out there and be like, yo, text this dude for his birthday. Do it.
It's funny. I mean,
It's like free cameos, right?
This last February was my 100th film as a producer.
Holy shit, that's amazing. Congratulations.
And,
That's awesome.
well, he's fun. He says it. I run around set now like I did back then. You know, I still run around, and I run around ripped jeans and a t-shirt, and I'm helping PAs and.
Well, that's how you're successful. That's why you're successful.
Movies where star actors think I'm a PA.
That's good though,
Yeah.
right?
That's hilarious.
Then you can hear all the shit that they're
Oh,
saying.
yeah. Oh no, I did a film, and the actress. I went in one time. She was doing a lot of time in makeup, and I walked in politely and said, "Hey, we're gonna have to speed this thing up with makeup." Da, da, da. I leave. She goes into the production trailer to my assistant, and she goes, "I don't know who this guy is, but he just told me I need to hurry up and make up." And she starts going off, and she turns to the room and she goes, "Well, that was the producer." And she goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry."
I take all that back. Put it right back in.
Yeah.
It's just because I love making film, and I won't ask somebody to do something I won't do.
Yes, that's exactly awesome.
You know,
That's
so,
what makes people trust you. And that's why you're going to have all of these movies come out when nothing else is going on, because people are trusting you.
well, that, and then, you know, we're doing stuff now where we got the first contract from legal department, and I read it, and the first pass, I wouldn't sign it.
Oh,
So
okay.
I sent it back, and I said, "Guys, I won't sign this, so I'm not making my guys sign it." And so we went through probably 2 more passes, and then we're good to go now. But you know, that's how I look at it. If I won't do it, I'm not asking my guys to do it either.
I love that. That's great.
That's why you're awesome, man.
Yeah. So
Oh, trying to, man. Keep going.
yeah, I'd love to do another interview with you later on if you have time.
By all means.
Especially even with
hit
you
me
and
up.
your dad. Maybe your dad.
You guys want to wait 1 second? Hang on a second. Hold on. Let me find out where he's at.
When did he start doing stand-up?
About 1.5 years ago. Hang on 1 second. He's here somewhere. Hang on. Where you at, man? Come on over. Well, I'd like to see you in this podcast. You want to come over and have a chat? All right, let me grab a chair for you.
Cool.
Hang on.
Okay, we're good.
Yep, we're good.
He'll be here in just a second.
Okay, cool. So are you at a lodge right now?
I am.
And you guys are shooting a movie?
We're thinking about it. We're trying to see if it's even doable.
Ah, I see.
So we're kind of experimenting, looking around and looking at the area and looking at the rules and what makes all this stuff kind of possible. You want to jump on here, Dario?
Are you up north?
Yeah.
You're out of LA now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And
cool.
here's my dad. Come on in.
Oh, hello. How are you?
Hello.
I saw you do your stand-up.
I saw you do your stand-up, and I came up to you after and gave you my card. And
I
I said,
emailed you.
I run Motor City Nightmares.
Sure, I sent you an email after that.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm sorry if I didn't see it.
It was a square card.
Yep, that's me. Yep. Well, after all of this stuff, my show got postponed. So,
I can only imagine.
but I love your
Yeah,
stand-up.
Thank you. Thank you.
So we were talking because everyone knows you from all your horror movies. But
Mhm.
what were your favorite movies that you did?
Me
Of yours.
personally,
Yeah.
I like movies where we blow things up and wreck cars and shoot guns.
That's exactly what I said.
Yes, that is exactly what Chris said.
Exactly what I said. Response, Cyclone, Mob Boss.
Yeah.
So he was known for horror, but the action films were the ones he had most fun doing.
Yeah.
Those are
Like,
good ones, too.
Westerns, too.
Yep, westerns.
Yeah.
But yeah, actually, action films and westerns are the ones that I do some work with ITN, and that's what they want right now. So,
Is that,
I love
is that Stuart Alston? Is that Stuart
yeah,
Alston?
Stuart Ellison. Yeah, yep. He's a good guy. He seems grumpy, but he's a good guy. He just keeps everyone at bay. So, but I do some interview stuff for him with his filmmakers. So
Cool.
Yeah.
that is cool. So what is the favorite movie that you made of yours?
It's hard to say because there's so many
So many.
that I like. There are films of mine that I will watch more than I'll watch my own films. I don't normally watch my own films,
Yeah,
but I have films that I think are rewatchable. I like Hatfields and McCoys. I like that one a lot.
you
And
know
I like
what? I got to tell you,
Peter.
my maiden name is Hatfield. My
Oh.
dad is a descendant of Devil Lance Hatfield from West Virginia.
You should see that movie.
I have to
We
see it
made it
now.
in Kentucky. We made
totally
it
have
in
to see
Kentucky.
it. Yeah.
Our ancestors are from Logan. What's the?
We're from West Virginia.
Yeah, I'm from West Virginia.
Yeah.
Logan County.
Are you guys the McCoys?
No, we're the Schaefers and the Rays.
Oh, okay. Just kind of like the same.
Yeah.
That's funny. That is so funny. Yeah, I'm a Filipino hillbilly. So
Oh, okay.
it's funny.
We were Irish hillbillies, so we're okay.
Awesome.
Yep.
But I would love to do a whole show with you next time if that works. I'll give you guys a
Or
ring. We'll do a
both of
whole
you.
father-son thing.
Whatever works for you guys. He happened to be in the area, and it just worked out well for him to stop on by.
Are you working on set with him, or do you live there too?
No, we're
on set. We're on location.
We're working.
You're collaborating.
We're working.
You were working on your stand-up material. Chris is looking at locations. You know, there's a lot of things going on up there.
Yeah. I went there to see Christine Fedke, her stand up at that night. That's where I saw you. It was so fun.
This is my second Utah outing. I was here maybe 14 years ago in a movie called Ice Spiders for Sci-Fi Channel.
Yeah.
It was a movie where the spiders were chasing the skiers.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
It
love
wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It was a good film.
That's cool.
Yeah, but no, I
love
remember
it.
that.
What I miss are the Saturday night premiere movies.
That's
Like,
what that was. Yeah.
That's what I miss those like crazy. I would every Saturday night I get everything ready to watch them, you know.
It used to be.
Watch the
it used to
Sci-Fi
be
Channel.
fun. Chris's whole career was built around Sci-Fi Channel premieres. There
Yes,
for
it
a
was.
while.
It was.
Cool.
We did plenty of sci-fi movies.
Mr. Saturday Night.
I love those though. That was like my thing for like everyone in our friends in our group, we do that.
Well, we had one weekend where literally I think the entire weekend was my film or his film.
Yeah,
All weekend long.
we ran 12 hours straight on Sci-Fi Channel. I don't think it was on purpose. It was just that there's selection and stuff, but we literally owned that channel for 12 hours straight.
I love it.
And it was a Ray Day.
Yeah.
Ray Day.
We're gonna have to have you out and do like a whole marathon of your movies. Just keep going, and there still won't be enough.
There'd be weeks. He's got probably 200 films.
That is amazing. Oh my God, that's great.
You got some more. You're gonna catch up if you're not. You gotta be careful.
It's gonna be a
Chris is
while.
gonna catch up.
It's gonna be a while. I've produced 100 films, but he's directed a hell of a lot more than me.
That's cool
Yeah,
though.
Chris is out. He's outdistancing me because he has youth on his side.
I know. That's how I say about my kids.
He's moving faster than his dad these days. That's
I have 4 sons. One that works at Light Iron. The other 2 are in college for visual effects. And I have my little one that, you know, he makes YouTube videos.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Dude.
They didn't like it when they were younger. They hated it. They're like, oh, I don't want to have blood on me again, because we'd always have to use them because I couldn't get a SAG kid. Toss too much. You know?
Had the kids and the teachers and
Yeah.
been almost
Yeah.
I couldn't afford that. I'm like, I can just call in sick for them. They're working it.
Well, what he's saying though is almost all the films when I was younger, if you looked for me, I'm in almost every movie he did.
because he grew up on
See,
set.
that's my kid, too.
I was a single parent, so there was nowhere to leave him. So he had to live on set with me. So I put him in every film. I mean, from Scalps on up.
Mm-hmm.
He's
That's
in
awesome though.
every show.
But then you have all those credits, because my sons, I'd always put, even when they were like little babies, I'd put them on as producer. so they have all the credits
Yeah,
already.
I was acting, so I would end up as, I was the biohazard, I was the kid running across this thing, and arm response, I'm in the opening titles. I mean, I'm everywhere. It's just, you gotta look for me.
And you turned out normal. So my
Meant to
kid
be,
turned
yeah.
out normal. That's what you're telling me.
It was a rough road to get to normality, but yeah,
Yeah.
Ah, and normality.
it wasn't his fault.
No,
Exactly.
it was great. It's great talking to you guys. Thank you so much for your time.
No
Yeah,
worries.
we got to jump into another one. So
We'll be in touch with you, and we will let you know when this airs.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
So thank you guys.
can't wait for the next one, you guys. Cheers.
All right, buddy. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.